Hello and welcome back to Miami Realty Rundown. I'm Ideal.
And Carlos.
So on today's episode, we want to tackle a little bit about home maintenance, adulting at its finest. What do we do when you have a home, you've been living in this home for a little bit? How do we maintain it, right? What do we do so that our electric bill isn't so high? And it's not that you're lazy. You've probably just never been taught to
Take care of a house.
Take care of a home properly, right? So it's not being lazy. It's just nobody really talks about this. And as a first-time home buyer, you're just coming in like, okay, well, I live in between four walls and that's it. But there's maintenance that needs to occur. AC needs to be maintained every 6 months. Refrigerator filters need to be changed. The smoke detector batteries go out. So it's just those little things that we don't really think about, but they do have to be addressed. So we'll dive into some little pointers and hopefully it helps.
Yeah. And don't feel bad. Look,
no, it's not to put anybody out there.
I'll even throw myself or my son under the bus. I won't go into too many specifics, but he tries. But he's learning, and sometimes you need to learn, especially when you start adulting, as you guys call it nowadays, where you're gonna go through some
rough
headaches,
patches
rough
and learning
patches.
curves.
But you'll learn. Either you swim or sink. It's one or the other. But let's get into it. So, seasonal maintenance.
Most importantly,
yes.
The AC filter.
AC filters every 30 days. And don't go cheap on the damn filters. I'm guilty of that as well. I used to use that cut crap that you buy.
With the green wires.
Publix for like 99 cents or whatever. No.
It only ends up damaging your AC in the long run because everything gets through it.
Yes.
So you're not saving anything. You're causing damage to the AC, which is going to cost you thousands of dollars.
And when your filter doesn't work properly, your coils suffer, and then when your coils get dirty, you need more maintenance, more cleaning, and your electricity bill goes up.
Yep.
So you're paying for that difference in the long run, and it multiplies by like 20. So don't go cheap.
And one thing that not only my parents, I saw them do growing up, but an AC tech, it was in a new construction home. She mentioned it when we did the blue tape walkthrough. She said to pour bleach, and there's like a little pipe, right? When you change the filter, every month you pour bleach through the pipe to help declog, like all that. What is that jelly buildup?
The water builds up like a goo.
Right.
But now,
and holds it down.
I think we had on one of our earlier videos the inspector, and they said don't do that.
Really?
Yes, because the bleach will corrode your coils.
I remember that. That was a while ago, probably.
Bleach. What else? I think they said to do vinegar.
Vinegar.
Because vinegar will have the same effect. Do a little research, but they're saying now don't use the bleach because my parents did the bleach thing, but it does rust your coils.
Interesting.
And then you're gonna have to do coils anyway.
So everybody has their own little opinion, but I guess I don't know. I've always seen the bleach, so that's why I used it.
That's why I used it too
until he mentioned it. I don't remember that.
So I think it's vinegar. That won't rust your coils.
Okay.
All right.
And usually just count 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. It's on the what is it called? The overflow valve. It's a little PVC pipe that comes out of your AC.
There's a little knob on top.
So that if it overflows, it lifts up. Has a sensor at the top, and that'll make the AC shut off, so it doesn't go overflow. Because sometimes it does back up with all that goo. I tend to every 6 months, I'll grab my wet vac. I'll attach it to the drain on the outside of the house and suck all that crap out.
Yeah.
And so much crap.
It's gross.
It's disgusting. Sometimes I think it's like the filter picking up or not picking up, but no, it's the goo from the water.
Yeah, because the AC condenses, right?
Right.
It condenses, takes the humidity from the home, and then it just spits it out.
Yeah,
So I guess all that water builds up. It's disgusting. It's gross. Let's talk about gutters. Gutters end up with leaves and dirt
if you have
and
a lot
dust.
Of trees around your house.
They do need to be cleaned because it builds up and then it gets really bad.
So then your fascia will suffer. because
the gutters are not doing
backed
the job,
up or they're overflowing. So then your roof then decreases in life faster.
Right.
So you don't want that. That's expensive.
So have professionally cleaned if you don't know how to do it yourself, but you can have a company come out and clean the gutters for you. Once a year, every 6 months?
Yeah, so, at least once a year.
Yeah.
Especially probably
during rainy season.
In the spring, after we have 4 seasons here.
No, we only have one, summer.
But if you have a lot of trees, I guess they tend to fall now in the fall, the leaves, and then so obviously you don't want to do it in winter. So maybe before spring starts, you want to get up there and clean those gutters.
Like mentioned before, smoke detectors. Make sure you're changing those batteries. Usually it'll beep, right? If I'm not,
yes,
my husband does it, so I don't know.
Beep. Usually at 3 o'clock. It's always from my house.
Yep.
Always 3 o'clock.
I was talking to somebody about that last night.
Freaking annoying, stupid
Like, it woke me up at 5 in the morning.
I have 5 of them. I had to yank them all out at 3 o'clock in the morning because I wasn't dealing with that crap.
Yeah, they'll go off at the most random times.
Stupid. They're great for insurance, but God, I hate them.
They're annoying. Leaks. So you want to check every once in a while. I know that's at least us women. We have like little containers under the sinks of the bathroom. Remove them. Make sure you don't have any leaks, because the last thing you want is to have any mold growth in the sink or just the damage, your vanity. You have to remove all of that, and eventually it does become very pricey. So every once in a while, just remove the makeup bins, toiletries, whatever you may have, and just check for any leak or water damage. It can definitely add up.
Don't think it's not going to happen. Eventually it will happen.
Yes.
Things break. PVC, even though it's PVC, it's supposed to last forever. But it happens. They get loose, or you hit it with something, and things happen. So every once in a while, peek under there, the bathroom sink, the kitchen sink, and make sure nothing's leaking.
And although all these things, this maintenance costs every 6 months, once a year, these amounts add up.
Yes.
But in the end, you're going to save thousands of dollars.
Right.
As opposed to having to change a whole bathroom vanity, kitchen sink. What is it called? Under the sink. What is that called? It's not a vanity.
It's not a vanity.
Oh, my God.
Cabinet.
Your cabinetry under the sink? We'll go with that. The gutters, the fascia, all of that adds up. So just by investing a little bit every 6 months or once a year, you will save thousands of dollars in the long run.
If you have a single family home, get up on the roof, check for broken tiles, or shingles that aren't placed properly, especially after hurricanes or strong winds. Sometimes they do flap, and they break or whatever. So you want to make sure that nothing's pressure wash your roof every once in a while. I would say every year, but
sorry, keep going. It's okay.
No, go ahead.
I know families who even do a professional inspection in their home. After a certain amount of time, they'll have an inspection company come out and inspect the home, like a thorough inspection.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
Just to see.
I mean, I only think of that when I'm going to sell, but
I know families who've done that before.
Well, I mean, I guess you can get like an electrician out, a plumber, make sure everything's a roofer, make sure everything's. If you need any major repairs, then you know that they can do it.
Yeah.
Just somebody you trust.
For sure.
'Cause you don't want to get screwed.
Okay, coming up next, budgeting. So we need to talk about budgeting.
Budgets.
It's not talked about often. Nope, it's not talked about often, but we definitely need to talk about it and
I have to really work at budgeting. I do it. I don't do it as well as I should. But budgeting is important.
It is.
Because
an emergency fund.
It's the surprise of something happening.
Yeah.
And then you're like, shit, I don't have the money. Yeah, well, because you didn't budget.
Yeah.
And surprises are costly.
Yep.
It's usually, a lot of us, I know we all live paycheck to paycheck, and it's hard. But separating a little money towards something, put it in a separate account, right? So if, I don't know, if you guys share a checking account or share a savings account, open in a different bank altogether and just have money go that way. And when you get the debit card or whatever, cut it. So you can't even spend it. And that way, the money's there and you can't touch it. So, but what should we budget on? You ask. So obviously you got to budget for, ACs. ACs only last you about 10 years if you take care of them properly.
Right.
So if you don't take care of them, they'll last you less. Roof repairs, any plumbing, any, water heaters. If you have the tanks, eventually sometimes they burst or they leak.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to change those. And anything, that might happen around the house. You want to get, you want to budget for new pavers outside or new gardening, a fence. Or shit, I got to change my fence now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw it. It's starting to...
Maybe the neighbors can pitch in a little bit.
No, God,
No.
the last time I did that, nobody wanted to pitch in.
Oh, no. Well, it only benefits them, too.
Yeah, I know. Actually, the guy doesn't live there anymore, but I put up the fence, right? And I even gave them the nicer side, because you're supposed to give the nicer side to your neighbor.
Oh.
And the guy was like, "Oh, but now, because his house runs sideways, so his side yard kind of occupies 3 houses,
Oh, wow.
right? Or portions of. Mostly mine occupies most of his yard." And he's like, "Oh, now on that side I have an ugly fence, and that side I have an old fence, and now I have a new fence here." I was like, "That's not my problem, dude. I mean, I don't know what you want. I'm not gonna change your fence all along."
No.
So, whatever.
So he's not cooperating.
So he wasn't cooperating.
No.
He ended up leaving. But either way, I still got to change it. So that's something else I got to budget for now, because it's starting to fall. So those are the little things that, you got to think about. And when you're a homeowner, it's going to happen sooner or later. So you might as well-
Even painting inside.
Painting.
Like once a year, you have to touch up, especially with kids or you have pets. Like it's going to get dirty. It's going to have scuff marks. Like you just
Yes.
need to once a year maintain it.
You can't imagine how many scuff marks I have from our
Me too. Oh my God.
Doberman. Does your Doberman hop from wall to wall?
Only when he's excited and someone comes in that
Yeah,
he's
which is all the time.
excited to see. He's like, oh my God. He jumps on the couch hits the wall and it scrapes the wall. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But yeah.
But
he
yeah,
does.
I have 3 sections, particularly. One in the hallway leading into the kitchen, one on the wall next to that, and one in the dining room. She will hop like a
Oh, how
freaking
funny.
triangle.
That is funny.
My baseboards are torn up. I gotta change baseboards now.
Yeah.
So yes, I got a budget for that too. Thank you for reminding me.
Sorry. But glad I brought it up. Otherwise,
Well, but yes, those are things that and the painting. Yeah,
Yeah.
painting is not cheap. We recently painted the interior. We painted the exterior. So yeah, I would say
although you can save a little bit and paint the inside yourself.
No, I do it myself.
Okay.
I
There
did
you
the
go.
inside myself.
Okay. The exterior,
The outside, I paid somebody.
Yeah. Rather pay somebody than
Yeah.
paint the outside. I wouldn't know how to paint the outside. And this is one of those guns.
Yeah, but then you got to worry about spraying the other house and the
Yeah.
cars and
True.
because of the wind.
And just have fun.
Um,
Spraying.
Actually, so we did that for one of the apartments that we rent out, and my dad, sorry, Dad. So my
putting you out there.
dad was, I don't think it was his first time, but we're used to being up close to the wall with the roller or the paint. Right. Well, the spray gun throws a shitload of paint, like in large quantities. So he was too close.
Oh no.
So by the time you see the paint dripping, it's like, oh my God. You got to step away from the wall and you got to spray it evenly. It's
Yeah.
So that was fun to watch. And then go fix
How did they fix it? With the roller?
with a roller.
Okay. At least I was able to fix it.
Yeah,
It was
still.
It was
but
just funny.
what's supposed to
for
be
the moment.
fast now turns out to be long. So
Moving on. Recommended apps, tools that you can possibly use. I don't know any apps though. What apps could we use?
well, there's one. I'll mention one. So I think Moen. We don't have a plug with Moen. They're not paying us. But I think Moen, and there might be others. There is this device that you put on your main water line, and it can detect whether you have leaks, and it'll tell you where the leaks are.
See, that's a good one.
And I think it also might shut off the water remotely. You can do it from your phone. So in case you're away and there's a burst or whatever. I had a burst once actually.
Oh no.
There was when I bought the house, there was a water filtration system, and they had removed it. So they just reconnected the plumbing. But for whatever reason, it burst. And we were at work. My neighbor calls me. He's like, dude, I hear like all this gushing coming from your yard. And I'm like, what do you mean gushing? He's like, I'm going to go check it out. So he went to go check it out. It burst. So he had to shut off the main water valve. Luckily, he was home. Otherwise, it would have been hours and hours.
That would have been
hours.
a nice water bill, too.
Yeah, because you're going to get charged. And if you don't know how the water gets charged, it gets charged going out,
And
or coming in and going out. So you get charged twice. But that could have saved me the trouble if they had it back then.
Wow.
So that's one thing
That's
that
a
I
great
can think
app,
of
then.
off the top of my head.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know what else. What other apps? Well, you have your AC. You have the app for the smart thermometer.
Yeah.
Lights, things like that.
Alexa stuff.
Alexa. I don't like people.
So she's
listening
gonna
to
run
my
the house.
conversation.
Take over the house. And you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, you won't,
You
because
don't know what
they're
they're doing.
listening constantly.
Yes, that's scary. We talked about having a binder with receipts, things you've done to the home, so that you can. We forget. There's so much going on in our lives that there's no way you remember. When was the last time I serviced the AC? When was the last time I did the gutters? When was the last time we looked at the roof? So just a binder maybe, or some type of folder where you can keep receipts or dates, so you can come back and just know when you had these repairs or services.
Women are very good at this.
Yeah.
So if
It's organization.
if you're married, your spouse they love to organize things. I know my wife loves to put things in a binder and put little tabbies and color coded and all this other. She loves doing that. So you girls can take care of that.
Yeah, we'll handle that part.
Yeah.
Other than that,
that's it. And then we can go into when you just bought a house, right?
yes.
Obviously, there's things that you got to think of. So you got the keys. Now what? Everything you should, homeowners to-do list.
First things first, change the locks and the keys.
Always.
Right off the bat. Although you do get your keys at closing, you never know where there's a spare key somewhere.
Yes.
It's just better safe than sorry.
Always change your
Just
locks.
change it right away.
Always. And then obviously you got to set up your utilities. You should have done that already.
Electrical, water, internet.
If you have gas,
Right.
trash service is automatic for the most part. I can't think of any situation where you would have to set
No.
up trash service.
No.
Because they're going to come regardless.
Yeah.
Homestead exemption, yes. So if you let's say you bought sometime this year, 2025, you're going to have to wait until at least January 1st
the following year.
to apply for homestead exemption. Now, you can't forget, I think you have until March to do it, but that saves you $25,000 on, they reduce $50,000, I'm sorry, on your property taxes. So don't forget, because if you pass the deadline, you're going to be paying full property tax. So all you need a copy of your closing statement, ID, and your deed.
And make sure that before you do this, your car registration, your license, and I think your voter's card have to reflect the address of the new home.
I think at
Otherwise,
least
they
your ID.
won't. And the car, because when I did mine, they required the car to be
Really?
yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that's new, but I remember when I did it, that was one of the things they asked me. I'm like, oh, I haven't done that yet, so I had to do everything first and then.
Yeah, I don't know
apply
about
for it.
voters registration, but more than likely,
For sure, the
yes,
car
your
and the
ID and your
license.
car. Forwarding all your mail
Oh,
to your
yes.
new address, so you don't forget things or you
Yes.
don't miss bills.
Very important. Reading through your inspection one more time. Although you do this before you purchase the home, you look
Right.
at it. But just, sometimes there's little cosmetic things that maybe you want to address while before moving in or while you're living there. There's a few little minor things that you can address.
And then obviously go through the house again, familiarize yourself with where everything's at.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you know where the main water shutoff valve is. I was telling you the story. My son couldn't find it where
Great
he's
story.
at. And then he was changing the dishwasher and it started, gushing water because he couldn't find the main water
Yeah.
shut-off valve. So that's important. You don't want to be having a major leak.
No, and
then
at that
can't shut
moment,
off
you
the water.
can't even concentrate because you're panicking. There's water
Right.
coming out. You're like, where do I go? What do I do? Who do I call? And
Your
while you have a
girlfriend's
pool in your house.
screaming and screaming at you.
Dogs barking because, of course, they sense the panic, and it just doesn't help.
Yeah. Know where your electrical panel is. Usually it's in the garage.
Yeah.
If you have a garage, if not, it's probably somewhere,
On one of the walls.
on one of the walls. It's a big panel. You usually have one inside and outside. The inside controls most things. The outside is just like a main.
Even like the switches, the light switches. Sometimes, there's 5 switches in one. It's like, which one turns on what light?
Right.
Just familiarizing yourself. Even the most silly things, like, it does matter.
Yes. And then you can change the batteries on your smoke detectors or your
Right.
carbon monoxide. What else?
If you have a garage, the motor.
The motor.
Make sure the control works, the button works, the light for the garage. Just, even though
Small
it
things.
sounds silly, but it's super important.
Yeah. And then, just familiarize yourself with the house. Again, I know as you live there, you'll become more and more familiar and you can do everything in the dark.
Right.
At least most of us can. My wife cannot.
Oh, no.
She doesn't know where, even though she walks through the same hallway every day, she cannot seem to find it in the dark. So she has to turn on every light.
Oh, and get to know your neighbors. Most people don't do this anymore. It's so
That's- you know what?
important. Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Especially if you have kids and it's a kid-friendly neighborhood. I'd knock on doors. Hey, we just moved in next door. Or so-and-so.
Luckily,
we have kids.
I have good neighbors now all around.
Right, good. I feel
I
like it's
have
important.
Two elderly ladies on either side. Then I have a married couple in the back.
Hmm.
Very nice people. Actually, one of them, the one on our right, comes over all the time.
Oh, that's awesome. I feel it's important,
I even take her blood pressure. And,
Oh, that's amazing.
She's like, oh, I gotta take her.
She's by
blood-"
herself.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. She's by herself. So
It's important to
you
get
know,
along with your neighbors. You're gonna live there for years, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
And you know what it is to not get along with your neighbors and have constant.
Some of us are not that lucky, but if you're
Yeah.
lucky enough to have good neighbors, it's a plus. And
Yeah.
you'll be happy that you bought
So
them.
at least you start off on the right foot by knocking on the door, introducing yourself. So
Yeah.
it's important.
So that's all we have for you on that.
Yep.
I think at least you can get started, have a good footing when you buy or while you're living there. Make sure nothing major happens,
Yep.
or you can catch it on time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
if you have any comments or questions or need contacts for help, we have obviously inspectors, contractors that we've
We can
worked with them
recommend.
before,
Mhm.
and we can send you their phone numbers. You can call them and get quotes for whatever you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
So give us a shout out, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day.